going to show you a few ways you can preserve some of your produce. I know a lot of you are single or have a small family, or maybe you don't even want to buy a whole bunch of celery because you're afraid you're going to waste half of it. And I was talking to a couple of friends at different points during the past couple of weeks and found out that not everyone necessarily knows a few of these simple methods to preserve some of these produce items. So I have here a whole head of celery that I've chopped all of the tops off of, and I'm going to save these. I'm going to freeze them in a Ziploc bag because I'll use these to make vegetable broth or chicken broth some other day. So don't throw these away, no need to waste those. Get all of your money's worth out of this. And then I'm going to use this celery just for eating celery sticks. So I'll chop these into sticks here. And then, in order to keep them from getting soggy and bendy and wilty, whatever you want to call it, just put them in some water in a container and stick this in the fridge. Well, you'll want to cover it. And I don't have enough water here, but you get the idea. You'd want them to all be just submerged in water. Throw a lid on it, stick it in the freezer, and this celery will stay nice and crispy for a good week in the fridge. And even if you forget to do this right when you get home from the store and your celery gets really bendy and yucky and you're going to throw it away, I've cheated before and chopped it up and threw it in the water, and it kind of firmed it up again, and it was nice and crispy. So try that before you throw it away. Maybe it'll work for you too. Then, when you have bananas that are really ripe, maybe even riper than you care to eat them, or you just have a ton of them that ripened up at the same time, you can slice it up, throw it in. Usually one fairly large banana will fit pretty perfectly in a sandwich baggie here. And then you can freeze it for using it in smoothies. So peel it, slice it up, squeeze the air out of the bag, and then you kind of want to lay all the pieces flat so they're in here side by side so they don't get all stuck in one big clump. This is a pretty small banana, but like I said, a large banana will fill this bag pretty perfectly, and I don't happen to have any other bananas, or I'd fill this bag the rest of the way with some more slices. You can also save them and freeze them for later use in banana bread, and in that case you don't even need to slice them up. You can just peel them and stick them whole into a Ziploc bag in the freezer, and then when you're ready to make your bread, just let them thaw out for a while so that you can mash them up. This is an entire pineapple, and this is a huge pineapple that I got at Costco. I cut the whole entire thing up, and we use this in smoothies, so we already have some leftover pineapple from a different pineapple in our fridge just for snacking on. So I'm going to freeze this entire thing, and none of it will go to waste because it's not going to go bad in the freezer, and we just throw a small handful in our smoothies throughout the week, or this one pineapple would probably last us a couple of weeks. So I'm going to get this whole thing in here, and then I'm going to do just like I did for the banana. You kind of want to squeeze all the air out and then get it as much as you can into just a single layer. Because this pineapple, I did learn the hard way the first time. It all froze into a big, huge blob, and it was very difficult to break pieces off. So you want to flatten it down into as much of the single layer as you can. And of course I would recommend just using one cutting board for all of this and just keep reusing it, but I wanted to have everything ready to show you all at once in this video. And I do have another video posted on how to cut up this pineapple in the first place, in case you're not familiar. It's a pretty big pineapple, so it's not going to go quite into one layer, but this will be good enough. And then I'll just lay that fat flat in the freezer, and I'll be good to go.